Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm Amitrippinornawtarotbooking Not Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So, Divine Feminine girl, yes, I'm here to do the what the fuck is up with you reading for the next 7 days. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it. So if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, but I did not lay any cards down just yet. We're going to do it together. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with every single Divine Feminine. Get no fit nuts. Info for private readings will be below the video. Please take the time to check out our community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns and high priests where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark. Get the fuck on. Watch it on the way out. Hit the alley. You'll be back in Tarot Land. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, shares, purchases to my website, and pledges to my Patreon. I love you. Girl, this got to be a quick one because I got so much shit going on. I'm supposed to be leaving all types of shit, girl. Okay? Let me hurry up and get to business. Number 1, prayer event on November 22nd. Do y'all want to do 11:22 a.m. and 11:22 p.m. for 33 minutes? Or would y'all want to do 11:22 a.m., 11:22 p.m. and for the first one, first 11:22 a.m. you do 11 minutes and 11:22 p.m. you do 22 minutes? Y'all let me know, okay? What time y'all want to, what time duration and all that y'all want to do. But for sure the November 22nd, okay? Okay. Divine Feminine, I keep hearing, do you know the Muffin Man, girl? I had to look up what that was because I'm like, ain't that a scary movie? But they said it was a nursery rhyme, like back in the day and shit about English muffins. And then there's an old like folklore or myth about a serial killer that lured little kids in the alleys with muffins and shit. So girl, I don't know what the fuck that got to do with you. Let me move this over. I really don't. But that's what I kept hearing was, do you know the Muffin Man? So I don't know. Maybe you make muffins and shit, or maybe you have a bakery or something like that. Okay. Maybe somebody's name is Muffin. But do you know the Muffin Man? I don't know. It sounds kind of, they said Insidious. Yeah, that's a scary movie too. Something about like scary, haunting, all of that shit. I'm picking up on really dark energy, honestly, Divine Feminine. I know it's not yours, but I feel like you can match that shit. I really, really do, girl. But I know it's not your energy I'm picking up on. I don't know if somebody's trying to scare you, but if somebody out here is trying to scare you with like some whatever the fuck, this person in for a rude awakening. This like, you know, like, there's a difference between watching a scary movie and battling demons, G. Somebody's trying to come at you with scary movie energy and you got battling demon energy. They're no match for whatever the fuck this is. So you could be asking them, do they know the Muffin Man? Girl, this sounds scary. I like scary shit. Yeah, Scorpio season. No wonder. I'm like, I like kind of, you know, occultish type of macabre things, me personally. But yeah, girl, I feel like somebody out here want to scare you. Give me some for Divine Feminine, how she'll be feeling about herself and the energy she's going to be in the next 7 days. Like I said, I got to hurry up, girl. I'm way behind. This is the differences between us. So this is Republicans, Democrats, Crips and Bloods, black and white, tall and short, fat and skinny is what this is. But it's being kicked to the curb. So those things don't matter. That's what this is. Like whatever the differences are between us, that doesn't even matter. That's what that card represents. Served at the bottom of the deck. Somebody gets stomped out here too, but at like a restaurant, or it's like a big fight at a restaurant or some shit like that, girl. I don't know, okay? Some old ignorant ass shit going on here too. Like a brawl at a restaurant. So, But I do feel like someone's trying to, well, let me see, hold on. Give me another one. Give me another one here. Yeah, this is my spiritual practitioner card. Yeah. So there's a difference between, I don't know if you're well, obviously you're spiritual, you're in here, but I don't know if you're like practice spirituality, you know? But somebody out here knows about your spirituality or your spiritual practices, and somebody wanted to come up against you. Somebody felt like this differences between us actually could be wrong, meaning not wrong, but like how somebody would say, oh, there's no difference between black and white, tall, short, Republican, Democrat, and right, and all this shit. In this case, it would be. So somebody would say, there's no difference between a natural Divine Feminine and one that just went on YouTube and heard the lingo and shit and called herself one. Oh yeah, there's a big fucking difference, okay? That's a self-proclaimed one. God has ordained the real Divine Feminine. That's what this is. Somebody's trying to minimize something about you, Divine Feminine, in order for them to feel like they fit in or they're a part of something. You know, so it's like somebody saying, how scary could it be? How bad could it be? Like I said, somebody out here playing with Freddy Krueger and Lucifer like to play with you. Robert Englund is no match for fucking Lucifer. You feel me? It's like this type of energy. I feel like this Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger energy are these whoever. Somebody's trying to scare you, but it feels like fake. It feels like prosthetics. It feels like smoke and mirrors. It feels like props. You know, it feels like all of that, but you feel like real. Well, obviously you are a girl, but whatever someone's trying to come up against you like this, it's like they're coming in with gray and you're coming with black. You feel me? But the gray is the darkest they've ever been in. So this person or whoever this is thinks that gray is dark. Gray is just gray. Dark is dark. I feel like somebody meets you with this gray energy and you meet their ass with that dark energy and they get fucked up. They thought this shit was funny. Somebody thought they were gonna get a laugh at your expense and shit out here, whoever this is. Okay? They're still watching. Somebody's waiting to see if something's going to happen to you. But something about what God told you, because this is word is bond. So you stand with what God told you. So he could have told you some things about some certain people, what's going to happen to them in the future, what's to happen in a couple months, days, weeks, years, or whatever. And some of y'all kind of let some shit go. I know that's why I stopped really tripping. Once he tell me motherfuckers going to die and all this other crazy shit going to happen to him, what do I need to beef with you for? You won't even be here. You know what I mean? And how, let me shut up, right? But they won't even be here. What's the point? That's like what this is. But they still want to play with that gray matter though. So somebody may not believe that fat meat greasy out here, divine feminine, divine masculine, okay? Somebody want to test your spiritual gangster type shit, but that's a bad motherfucking idea, okay? Whoever this is that wants to test your spiritual gangster though, this person feels like they are on your level, okay? But I don't feel like they've ever, they don't really know what your level is, and they don't really know what the fuck they're doing or talking about. It's like somebody who lived in a small town and was always, like held up, put on a pedestal in a small town, and then they moved to like Los Angeles and shit and come here with that same attitude. Motherfucker, that's why we laughing. Like, no, don't come here with that gray matter. This dark matter here. This all black matter. That's all dark, gray matter over there. Yeah, it's like, somebody's like delusional, but it's like because they've been like, they said capsulized or in a bubble or some type of like way of living, or people done blew so much smoke up this ass and got this person feeling like they the one and shit, but they ain't the motherfucking one. This could be what this is. Somebody could have felt like they were the one or the chosen one, anointed one, and all of this other shit. But God never told them that. That was in the Bible today too, about false prophets coming in the name of God. And he said, I never told them, I never called on them people. And some of them people had the same message as the real prophets. They did. But he still said, I never called on them people to tell or do anything. I will fry them like a fucking crisp, is what it says. Yeah, these are these people that think this shit funny. Okay? It is funny. Shit, if you ask me, I'm laughing like a motherfucker. Okay? I'm laughing like a motherfucker. Anyway, give me another one. Yeah, intuition. This is God pouring out on to his children. I told you. Somebody out here is like a add water and stir ass witchy poo or warlock or some shit. Okay? And I feel like you're just a divine feminine, divine masculine. A lot of y'all have a whole bunch of different type of gifts and talents and things like that because God poured them out onto us. That's what this is. I feel like somebody's like a instant something. You know how you add water to something and you stir like cocoa? You know, and it just instantly, or instant coffee, you just add water and stir and then it's coffee. Then you add water and stir and it's cocoa or whatever the fuck, or tea or something like that. Somebody is like instant tea and you're like actual fucking tea leaves, shit. You know what I mean? They have to be steeped and brewed and shit. This is like a instant coffee, instant tea ass motherfucker coming against coffee beans and tea leaves, shit. And they really think that they're gonna win the people over with this instant shit. That's what this is. If you needed an example, that's why we're laughing. Instant coffee should never go up against freshly ground Arabican beans and shit. That's what this is, girl, okay? But somebody would say, oh no, there's no difference between instant coffee and actual like fresh coffee beans. You know, Colombian coffee beans. So they think they just about to get poured in a cup. It could be the same cup as you. So you're the real coffee, you're poured in a regular coffee cup. This is the instant coffee poured in a regular coffee cup. Somebody thinks that they're just like you because they're in the same coffee cup. Yeah, but the taste all fucked up, bitch. Yeah, you know what I mean? The taste is weak as fuck. Okay? It's weak, it get cold fast, it has no robust flavor and shit. It's freeze dried like a motherfucker. That's what this is. Somebody like that's got a freeze dried ass energy, or like they feel like freeze dried food at doomsday. You know what I mean? Trying to come up against like a fresh harvest salad, you know, like some packaged ass oatmeal and shit, trying to come up against like a gorgonzola peach walnut salad with drizzled with balsamic vinaigrette and shit. And somebody like, well, we're all food. Nah, bitch. I mean, I guess you could consider it food, you know what I mean, if times were that hard. But I'm guaranteed people want to eat the salad before they fuck with this instant nasty ass oatmeal shit. Somebody out here think they something that they not, G. For real, Divine Feminine. And I feel like this person's comparing themselves to you, and they shouldn't, G. They shouldn't. Somebody out here mocks God's children too. Whoever these people are, whoever this is, mocks God's children. But then they sitting there wanting to be like them, though. That's what I'm saying. They're like, oh, you know, somebody could be making fun of you, Divine Feminine, or whatever the fuck, but behind the scenes and shit, they try to talk like you, walk like you, dress like, all this shit. But they feel like they putting a twist on it. Like, I'm gonna make it like this. Bitch, you look like instant motherfucking coffee hoe. Okay? Whoever this is, that's what they're giving me. Like a paper gown. You know? Like, you can go to a hospital and they give you a real gown, and then you can go some places where they give you that little paper one, that tie. You know what I mean? You just throw it in the trash. This a paper gown ass motherfucker coming up against a real hospital gown. It's like this, but it wants to like sit in the cabinet with the real hospital gowns and act like it belongs there. You know, it's like this type of energy. Maybe somebody thinks that they're hiding, or I feel like they delusional. Because why would the instant coffee and the instant tea and the paper gown think that it'd be a good idea to sit around amongst the real ones and shit? You're gonna stand out like a sore fucking thumb. That's why I think this person is delusional, because this person feels like they on your level, or they do what you do, or they look like you, or they can pull something. Somebody out here is not wrapped too tight, G. For real. And I feel like they family and friends done blew smoke up their ass to make them feel like they were something, you know, that they weren't. But they family and friends ain't shit. So to them, I guess that person would be the shit. If this person have a bunch of family and friends that ain't worth the fuck, I can see why the family and friends like pump this person's head up, because this is like it's like that shriveled up raisin at the bottom of the box and shit, but it's still a raisin, you know? But it ain't, you know, we ain't gonna put it out, you know what I mean? Like this type of shit. They hype this motherfucker up like, hey, a main raisin, they're plump, they're this and that, and then the shriveled up raisin wanna go hang out with like real mature raisins and shit, and then wondering why they keep getting overlooked. That's why. Somebody need to stay in their motherfucking lane or just accept who they are, G. Okay? Somebody doesn't want to accept who they are or how God made them or some shit like that. But whatever it is they're trying to do, it's coming off real Temu, real bootleg, real, like I said, instant, add water, stir ass motherfucker. So this somebody who next week they'll be doing something different. Or 2 weeks from now, a month from now, 3 months from now, they'll find somebody else and be like, oh, I want to do that too. Oh, I get it. You know, this somebody has never settled in their identity ever, G. That's why you ain't got to worry about this motherfucker. That's why they may learn a lesson with you though. That's why I said this person is coming in gray matter and you have dark matter. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it can get real bad for this person, okay? I feel like whoever this is that wants to challenge you or go up against you, this person's going to be, they said, begging for mercy or screaming for mercy, G, okay? So somebody gonna just beg to go back with the other paper gowns. I'm a paper gown, okay? I admit it. Just let me go with the other paper gowns. Or I'm instant coffee, I'm instant tea, okay? I'm sorry I came over here messing with you Arabica beans and you tea leaves. Just let me go. That's like what this is. I don't know if they can let go. It ain't that easy. They wanted this spiritual smoke. They probably gonna get that shit. Period. Somebody, whoever this is, knows your power, or they will. Put some on these differences between us. The source, yeah, God. But this is the differences between us. So this is somebody saying, well, what's the difference between this and that? Or I don't even know how you would even, because there's only one God. So why would there be differences between us? Or this could be literally what that is. Like, yeah, we have differences between us, but we all worship one God. Okay, could be what this is. Okay? Somebody's trying to remove God. Or they're trying to remove you from your spirituality, or get in the middle of you and his relationship or some shit. Like, I'm telling you, with somebody doing spiritual work though. It's a spiritualist, somebody in the spiritual work, which he puts, something like that. This person thinks that it's funny when you say something like, oh, God don't play about me, or God anointed me, or he poured out, you know, his spirit onto me, or he came to me, he revealed something to me. People think you were fucking joking shit. But if they read the fucking Bible, they wouldn't be laughing, because it clearly says he did that shit to many people. So these are people that, these are the type of people that laugh at things that they'll never experience. So God will never pour out onto them like he poured onto you, or reveal things to them like he reveals things to you, so they make fun of it. This is just like somebody's way of feeling awkward or not a part of something, so they try to turn other people against you. You feel me? because they can't do it, or because God don't show favor to them and all this other shit, because he doesn't, whoever this is, they have no favor and shit. So they want to be like, yeah, right, God did this for you, God did that to, you know, like, and then they laugh and like bring other people into some shit. But it clearly says that God will pour out unto his children. It said the young men and old men and women or whatever will dream and prophesy. G, that's what it says. So just because this person don't have vivid dreams and can't prophesy and shit, you know what I mean? This is somebody like, I don't know if they trying to say like they can do it too, or it's either somebody saying they can do that shit too, right? Whatever your gift is, don't have to be the prophesying and all that, but it's many gifts that God bestows upon his children. They're either saying that they can do this too, or they're trying to rally up people to like come and make fun of what you're doing because God hasn't shined on this motherfucker like that. So they feel like, well, shit, if God ain't shining on me, maybe I can bring other people in, you know what I mean, that I know God hasn't shined on either, and we can all gang up against the divine feminine. Man, go ahead with that gray matter shit. Go ahead with that gray matter shit if you want to. That's what they supposed to do. These feel like just regular motherfucking Gentiles, if you ask me. You know, I'm gonna keep it so real. That's what they feel like, just regular schmegular motherfucking Gentiles. So, and anyway, I feel like God gets the last laugh, obviously. And this is like my star card. So this will be like angels, God and angels laughing, because he's still God. It's like, I don't care what they say or what they do. I'm still gonna pour more out onto my children. Now I'm going to pour more out onto the divine feminine, divine masculine. You know, now I'm going to reveal more to them about what's going on with this and that and that and that. Whoever keeps antagonizing you, I feel like God is antagonizing this person back by pouring more onto you. Okay? Blessings, more spiritual gifts, just gifts, period. Peace of mind. You know, that's everything. Good sleep, a wonderful relationship, family, home. Like, God's going to keep pouring out onto you. So while these people are sitting here talking about he not doing something, or they can do it too, or I don't know what the fuck they doing, G. I don't feel like they know the Muffin Man. For real. I don't know if God the Muffin Man, because you know he has the final say. Like, shit, you either stay or you go, you know? So I mean, you could consider him the killer in this story, and not like that, but you know what I mean? Do they know the Muffin Man? Because we do. We know what the Muffin Man is capable of, okay? Here go the little children right here. I don't know if he about to take some little kid out. I don't know. Okay? Something's about to happen to some people or somebody, G. For sure. Okay? For mocking him. They said laughing at his hands, for laughing at God's hands. What his hands can do. And who his hands choose. Somebody wanted to like criticize that or mock that shit. So it's like, I don't know what God was thinking when he picked her. You know, like this type of shit. God, like, you dare, you know what I mean, question my fucking authority or what I do? For real? It's like this. Oh, wow. Girl. Put some on the spiritual practitioner card here. From the outhouse to the penthouse. This is my panoramic view. Yeah, he sees everything. He sees everything. Something's about to be removed. I feel like it's whatever this is I'm picking up on. It's about to be removed from your life. I don't know if people don't believe that God sees everything. Like, people say it, like God is everywhere, he's in everything, he sees everything. But if they really believe that, we wouldn't have so much crime and bullshit going on, you know? So that just goes to show how much respect motherfuckers really have for him and shit, you know? That's like you telling your kid, like, man, I'm watching you 24/7. You better not get out that bed tonight. And somebody the kid just get up. Like, fuck your eyes, fuck your baby monitor, fuck all that shit. Basically, it's like your kid saying that to you. Like, oh, wow. Like, so my authority, the fact means nothing to you, huh? Yeah, it's like this type of shit, okay? Oh, wait. He's the all-seeing God, they said. He's the all-seeing God. Panoramic view from north, south, east, and west. He sits above it all. Okay? Yeah, it's a lot of God energy out here. Spiritual energy. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Pay attention to how the sun shines in your windows. You're gonna know it's him. I don't know if the sun is extra bright. I don't know. Sometimes mine don't make a cross. It's so crazy. Sometimes, like, the way the sun will shine in here, it'll make a cross with like a prism in it. You know, like that rainbow type of prism type of thing. Like if a diamond was shining in that rainbow color, sometimes it'll do that. Some of y'all may see that. I don't know if it's reflected through some water. Like, it could just be a glass of water on your counter or whatever. But the way the light hits something and whatever, you're gonna know that God is there. He's gonna like shine a cascading light is what I heard. A cascading light. It also says God's gifts are like cascading light. I feel like you about to be like blessed, girl. I mean, I feel like you are already blessed, but like shown up on. Like, you know, it's almost like, yeah, they're showing me like the same people that mock Christ. It's the same people, you know? But after he actually, like, he gave up the ghost and shit, you saw it was that big ass, well, what it says is it was a big ass earthquake and shit, curtains ripped in the temples and shit, all type of weird ass shit start happening when that man gave up the ghost and shit. That's what this is giving me. This is giving me Ghostbuster New York City type shit, like somebody released something or somebody did something to the point where like now the 5D and the 3D are kind of 8D now. Like they've just added. So 3D plus 5D would be 8D. Yeah, they're making me feel like it's that now. So unbelievable shit gonna be happening to people. For real. Unimaginable, unbelievable shit. Especially the people who had the nerve to question God or mock him or not think that he really is watching or in with the times. I feel like people be having like some, and I mean, I know we read the Bible, but I feel like people always have like this biblical idea of God, like commandments and this and that, right? But when you get to know him, you realize like it really is like a being, a personal like being. It's relevant, you know what I mean? It's with the time. It's not like it's an old God. This God is 2025, 2026 energy. You know what I mean? So I feel like these people that do this type of shit, these are the people that like only know about the God in the Bible and shit. They don't know him personally. And that's why they feel like they can come up against your motherfucking ass. I'm telling you. These could be Christians and shit. Feel me? Or they mama and nanas and all them go to motherfucking church. So they know the word and shit. They just don't respect it. That's all. Because I take it back, they don't even know the word. They've read the word, but they don't fucking know it. Because to read something and know and understand what you read is two totally fucking different things. Okay? That's who these people are. And they think y'all on the same level. Somebody like, oh, I read the Bible too. Yeah, but do you understand it though? Are you reading it correctly though? Because you would recognize your brother and sister, your divine brother and sister, and you wouldn't be attacking them, stupid ass. You know what I mean? So I have a feeling you fucking don't, is what you and I would tell this person. Yeah. Whoever these people are, whatever this is, I feel like they're about to have a rude awakening. Like they're not as kept or safe or knowledgeable about something that they think that they are. Put some on this God pouring out his spirit on the people. The cult of ignorance, and it came out reverse. Yeah, God ain't no cult. This ain't no cult. You know what I mean? This ain't no religion either, is what this is giving me. God's like, I'm not a religious God. I'm not a cult God. I am God. Okay? I am God. Okay? At the end of the day, your cult leaders and shit will worship me at the end of the fucking day. Your religious scholars and shit will worship me at the end of the day. Yes. Okay? That's the God that we serve. I don't know who they serve, but that's why these people do this shit to you. I feel like they don't believe they're serving a different God, but they are. Because, right, what's the differences between us? So somebody could think because they in church every Sunday that they know God, the real God, and you don't because you sit in your backyard and meditate. You know what I mean? You don't really know him and shit. It could be that way or it could be the other way. I feel like it just depends on the person. Because somebody could be sitting in their backyard all day and meditating and ain't heard shit. Okay? And the person in church has heard. Or vice versa. The person in church sit in church Monday through Friday and still on that demon time shit. Right? And then the person that's just living their life, you know what I mean? Freely, I don't touch no churches. I don't do none of that, you know? God is all in that home. God is all in that home. Angels are all in that home. I feel like it's personal. Well, obviously, your relationship with God is personal, G. Somebody out here that's like a grouped up, like they're church members, they're cult members, they're witches, they're like whoever this is in a group. You don't need to be in a group to believe God. These people do. These are people that are ashamed of God. These people don't even talk about God in public, G, and want to come up against you. And not saying you just out there just preaching and yelling and shit. You know what I mean? But I'm sure you're out there like if it came across, you know what I mean? Or you can recognize him in the streets. You know what I mean? You can see God in the street and shit. You know, that beautiful sunset, that beautiful skyline and all that. He lets you know, like, here I am. You know, these people don't see that shit. He don't allow them to, though. He don't allow them to. Only you. Look, these motherfuckers mad, or they gonna be. Or somebody in here gonna be. So, motherfucker, get your mad ass out of here. Put a cape on, bitch. Be Superman. Hell yeah. Be Plies mad. Be mad. Yeah, somebody about to be mad. Where is Divine Feminine in this? Because, yeah, we got to cut this short like I had said, girl. But this is a damn good reading, for sure. That's why I said they really don't know the Muffin Man. They really don't. Somebody about to be exposed, though. Somebody will see. I feel like God is the Muffin Man. For real, I do. I feel like this would be like, you know, they say the wrath of God or God's anger. God's judgment. Yes, that's giving me Muffin Man energy. You and I know that we damn sure don't want to see the Muffin Man, because this could be something where somebody was like, you don't want to experience God's wrath and anger and judgment and shit, but you know that it's real because you see them work in other ways and do other things. So it's like, I damn sure don't want to get on his bad side. So yes, I do know the Muffin Man. Whoever this is, don't, G, they playing around with something. He will put their fire completely the fuck out, G. Whoever this is. Where are you? Shit, I don't know if you disappointed about something. Something about some mad, sad ass man out here, okay? I don't know who this mad, sad motherfucker is, but some about a mad, sad man, okay? I really don't feel like that's you. Let me ask again, because the madman was at the bottom of the other day. Where is divine feminine, specifically? Not the ones that think they are, because that could have been a karmic masculine. Yeah, that mad one and that crying one could be a karmic masculine coming out, because it's a broad in here that swears she divine feminine. Perfect example. No, you're not, because a man is on your mind. So you already worshiping another guy because you constantly thinking about a nigga, bitch. You know what I mean? You ain't thinking about yourself, your higher self, what God has for you, and none of that. So you already picked your God, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's that type of shit. But they swear they know God and shit. And I mean, we've all done it. You know what I mean? But it's a lifestyle change. You know, it's almost like when before Saul became Paul, right, and was on his road to Damascus and shit. The mindset he was in was to go persecute Christians. But by the time he got on the road, his whole fucking life had changed. You know what I mean? Devoted himself to the ministry. If you know about Paul, the Apostle Paul, that's what this is. So I'm not saying we all haven't chased somebody or did some fucked up shit or went the wrong way or none of that, but your steps were corrected. Your steps have been ordered, and they get corrected. Whoever this is, their steps get corrected too. But we got free will. We got free will. So this person do what they want to do, and then want to talk about, oh yeah, I'm one of God's chosen, this and that. Motherfucker, you don't even take direction. You struggle with directions, bitch. How the fuck is you one of the chosen? You can't even take orders, bitch. That's why he chooses this. If you think about it in like a military sense, this will be like the general giving orders. This motherfucker want to be the general too. No, if God is the general, you can't be the general. There's somebody that can't take orders or direction. They don't nothing. G. They think they gonna fade you or scare you. They think they gonna scare you because that's how we started this shit. Somebody think they gonna scare you. This motherfucker ought to be very scared. Whoever the fuck this is, okay? Now where's my real homegirl? Exactly. Conceding. Yes, my Lord. Yes, dear God. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever it is you need. Yes. And you still coming out masculine energy, but it's giving me more like I can hear his voice and I'm obedient type of energy. That's what I'm saying. Beware this trick ass energy. It's trickster energy going around too. Okay? But I feel like that's this energy. So this will be like, I don't know. This will be like, because they're saying beware this trickster energy, but it's not authentic. It's not even like it's not on your level. So this will be somebody trying to be a trickster energy, but the devil didn't even send them because he doesn't even believe in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The devil don't even feel like this person could complete the task. You know, that's who's trying to trick you, whoever the devil did not send. You feel me? This somebody don't even know where the fuck they belong. Either is you good or is you bad, motherfucker. We got respect on the other side. Not that you like respecting the devil or none of that, but this is like respecting that the shit exists. You know what I mean? That there is evil and good and shit. You know what I mean? There are boundaries you cannot cross and shit. Certain people you can't cross, certain divine beings you need to, you know, we know that shit. That's just what it is. Somebody can't come to grips with that shit. And I feel like some of these laws apply to you, divine feminine, and whoever can come to grips with this shit will bow the fuck down. Bow down, bitches. Bow down, bitches. Yeah, that bitch will bow too. She will. Okay, and hers is gonna be very bad. Very, very bad. I don't know if that's her in the spirit or her in the flesh, whatever they're showing me, but she'll be bowing though. She'll be begging and bowing. I feel like God have mercy on her too, because it's making me sad. For real. Like she's screaming and crying, G. I'm talking about Beyonce, okay? For real, it's making me very sad, and I can't stand your fucking guts and shit. But the way he's making me feel and how sorry you feel, girl, it's horrible. Okay, the only way I could describe it is like when Adam and Eve ran in the garden after God found out they had bit the apple from the serpent, and they had found out, you know, they realized they were naked, and it says they made they wove leaves together to make clothes because they were ashamed of them being naked and shit like that. But that ain't really where the shame came from. You know, the shame came from other things, from them dealing with the serpent. That's what they're telling me her energy will be. I don't know if that's now or that's when she gone. I don't fucking know, G. But every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. It don't matter. So they can do and say whatever the fuck they want. Whoever this is, somebody, I'm telling you, is trying to come up against you in gray matter. And when they keep saying gray matter, it makes me feel like they weren't allowed to elevate or ascend as high as you. But they think they're as high as you, or some practitioner or something. They think they're as high as you, but their mind is capped. This is like, how can you imagine something you've never seen? They say, psychologists say that's why you never, if you ever have a dream about your, like, you know, like sometimes you can have a dream about dying and stuff like that, but you never actually die. You know what I mean? It's like, that's probably when you wake up, but it's a dream like you're about to die or something, you know, but you always wake up right at the point where you die, because we've never died. So the brain can't compute what dying is. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's what this is. Somebody's brain can't even compute who God really is and what he does in your life, because he won't let them compute that shit. You feel me? It's like somebody like not even on your level, girl. I don't know what's wrong with people. Could be why someone's intimidated by you, but I mean, shit, your brain is so motherfucking, like, you know, and your spirit is like so up there and shit. I don't understand. This is like somebody that just cannot. That shit was sad with that girl screaming though. Y'all couldn't hear her, but I could. Okay? That was sad as fuck. Put some on this conceding. Stars are better company, and it came out reverse. Yeah, you don't worship spirits in lowercase g's. That doesn't mean they don't exist. Because it's, you know, it says, if God says thou shalt not worship any other God besides me, or before me, excuse me, then he's already acknowledged that there's other gods. If he's telling you not to worship any other God, then he's already acknowledged that there are other gods. So you would too. You just don't bow to them. I don't worship to them. They don't wake me up in the morning. They don't bless me. They don't heal me. They don't do anything. They don't perform miracles or none of that shit. They ain't perform miracles and did none of that shit for them people neither. They may think that they have. I feel like these people think that they have. But these people never been blessed by God, or they wouldn't recognize if it was a blessing from God or some lowercase g in the first place, because they haven't reached like a full, like they haven't like, it's like the basic blessing package. Like you wake up in the morning, you breathe it, right? You know, kids go to school, everybody make it home. You know, that just come with our shit like automatically and shit. But that's about like all they reach, you know? So when they worship other things and shit, they really feel like they're getting something. But I understand why, because they haven't like really experienced the goodness of the Lord though. So what could you compare it to? That's why I worship a lowercase g, is what this person was saying. That's why I worship a lowercase g. I don't know the big G. So it seems like the lowercase g is blessing me. They haven't been in the presence of the true God, the true almighty God, Alpha and Omega G. These are the people that want to scare you and shit. I'm scared for they motherfucking ass. Bitch, do you know the Muffin Man? Do these motherfuckers know the Muffin Man? I don't think they do. Oh, girl, we got to go to Patreon because I got to keep moving because I got to go. Anyway, Divine Feminine. Yes, don't forget about the prayer event, 11/22. Figure out like which time you want to do and the duration, okay? That's been your reading. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single Divine Feminine. Still, thank you for visiting my channel, my Trippin' or Not Tarot. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your gear, your life like deck, your doll face deck at theghettonun.com. And I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.